Well, hello everyone. Hello from Texas. This is Grandpa Hickory. I wanted to ask you a few questions. Do you remember when? uh, do you remember the blackboards we used to have? We used to have in our schools. We used chalk, and we had erasers, and we had a blackboard, and we'd have to get up there and write on the blackboard whatever assignment that the teachers gave us. And you that can remember, well, then you know what I'm talking about. But I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with me as I am being honest with you. Now, did you ever have to be taken up to the blackboard by your teacher and she drew a circle way up high? You had to stand on your tiptoes and stick your nose in that circle on the blackboard, and you had to stand there. You say, well, why? Why, Grandpa? Because that was your punishment. You had spoken out in class, or you had had a disruption, which I was very prone to do. I admit it. I admit it. I was always, speaking out or, going over to put on for the girls. You know how things were. And that's what I had to do. And also, many times did you have to stay after school in detention hall? I did. And getting back to the blackboard and the white chalk and the erasers we had to use, which was horrible. Anyway, did you ever have to write 100 times on the blackboard, I will not talk in class? I will not talk in class. 100 times on the blackboard. Did you have to write 100 times on the blackboard with your chalk, I will remember to do my homework and turn it in on time? Do you remember study hall? Do you remember the library at school? Those were the good old days, you know it? We don't have these things anymore. We don't do them anymore. The children nowadays, they look at you like a deer in the headlights. Like, huh? They don't do those things. They don't have what's called discipline. And let me ask you another question. Was you ever told to go out and stand in the hall because you were disrupting the class by talking to the girl next to you, or you would take and you would pass a note to the girl that you liked across the room, and the other students were passing it over to the next student, and the teacher called it, and then she made you get up there and read the note to the class? I had to do it many, many, many times. And these are memories of days gone by. These are things that we used to do that are not done anymore. I remember so many things. Do you remember the morning devotions that we had that come on the PA system, and we would have morning prayer, and then we would all stand up and we would say the Pledge of Allegiance facing the flag? They don't do that nowadays. the people in Washington, they don't think that that's necessary. But he wrote, there were so many things that we used to do. You remember the pencils and the erasers and the pencil sharpeners? Well, you'd go up there and do that because you liked that girl that was up closer to where the pencil sharpener was. So you were constantly going up there and sharpening that pencil so you could look at that girl and wink at her and things like that. And you got caught by the teacher and taken out in the hall. And you got to stand there, and then the principal come walking down the hall, and he'd say, young man, why are you standing out here in the hall? And you were truthful. You told him, you answered, because see, we were taught respect of our elders and of our principals and teachers. We were taught this in the United States of America. Children nowadays are not taught this at all. It ended in 1964 when people in Washington that are in charge now, that party there, had prayer taken out. And he wrote, you would have to answer him, and he would say, young man, you need to learn all you can while you're in class, and don't be disruptive. Boy, you were thankful when he walked on because you thought you were going to get licks. And did you ever get licks? I did. That paddle that principal would pull out, you'd have to go to the office and stand there. Oh, that dreaded office. We were all terrified of the principal's office. And then you'd go in there and he'd give you like 3 licks. And let me tell you something, buddy, he put everything he had into it. Oh, the things that we used to do, they're no longer done. Hey, hit the like button. Please subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory, and I'll talk at you on the next video. You have a good day. Bye for now.